This is a media organization. Hence, we have thought through and come up with a theme that is so significant in today's world that we all hope that the very accomplished individuals who are the panelists for the day will enlighten us with these ideas and sharing of experiences. With the immense pleasure, I present you the theme of Iapc, IMC's first ever news conclave.
We are at the Indo-American Press Club's 6th International Media Conference, and to all who are present here, welcome to the Iapc IMC Conclave 2019. We all know who gave us the great idea of being the change that we wish to see in the world. On that great man's 150th birth year, we are challenged by the word change in different senses. The context that he was referring to us can be seen as the most positive way of using the term change. It was the concept or vision that he was referring to. That brings us to the very idea of the theme of this conclave. Changes happen, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, sometimes invisible, and sometimes right in front of our eyes. But they do happen. For example, the platform that I have got here to introduce, what we are going to discuss today itself, is a change from a period where the voice of a woman like me could have gone void in the deep ocean of misogyny. Indo-American Press Club International Media Conference's very first news conclave is all about this evergreen, sometimes beautiful, sometimes scary theme, change. Change that we see around us in the world, in politics, in international relations, in media, in the silver screen, in households, in almost everything around us. It's a lot of food for thought. So we have handpicked a set of very accomplished people to discuss the theme in its manifold phases. The first edition of Iapc's News Conclave deals with the most relevant and timely theme, change. Welcome to the Iapc IMC News Conclave 2019.
Next, I would like to take the privilege to introduce our renowned journalist, Mrs. Anupama Venkatesh, who is going to handle this session. It was in the early 2000s that Malayalam TV news made an emphatic foray into a 24-hour cycle. Among the young women who made a profound impact both as a reporter on the ground and as an unapologetic anchor in the studio was Anupama Venkatesh. After years of making her mark in Kerala, she moved to the US, and here too, she ensured that she stayed on with News TV and pursued her passion as a journalist. Please welcome Anupama Venkatesh.
Respected guests, Indo-American Press Club friends and family, hello everyone. Hope you're all enjoying a beautiful autumn day. This is going to take a while. So this has been told many times already, but welcome again to the Iapc International Media Conclave, Change 2019. On this day, we bring you some of the best speakers from India and North America to discuss what it means to be in this ever-changing world. It is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished panelists for the day. Let me introduce them one by one. I told you this is going to take a while. She is one of the few women who fought difficult battles to bring a huge shift in the way women are perceived in the Malayalam film industry. A woman who is paving beautiful way for the future generation women artists. A woman whose name should be written in the history of Malayalam movie industry. With great pleasure, we warmly welcome gifted actor, producer, and dancer Rima Kalingal to this conclave, Change 2019. Now the next person. She has become the voice of South India. When mainstream national media focused mainly on North India and New Delhi, there was a void left, stories untold, political and sensitive situations undiscussed. It won't be an exaggeration to say that that void is no longer there. It has been filled in an utmost professional way, and for making the voice of South India reflect on the national space, for making that happen, thanks to this ever-energetic, ever-young woman who Barkha Dutt rightly called one of the finest journalists of India. IAPC family is proud to welcome Dhanya Rajendran to the IMC Conclave 2019. India Vision launched in Kerala right after NDTV was launched as a 24/7 news channel. At that time, when 24/7 news culture was an unknown territory, this journalist gave Malayalam news a new perspective. When there weren't many models to follow, she found her own path and wrote her own signature and is inevitably a part of the history of news channels in Kerala. Let me proudly welcome my friend, Kerala's firebrand journalist, Shani Prabhakaran. Another gem for the first generation Malayalam news channel journalists, a go-to person when it comes to the rights of women in media, a voice of the marginalized, a member of Kerala State Media Accreditation Committee. Welcome my friend and senior journalist, M.S. Srikala, for today's conclave. While one may get frustrated with the present-day journalism and may wish to stop watching TV or reading newspapers, there are a few fine journalists, rather great human beings, who make us pick up the remote again and who drag us back to the newsy, cheesy world. To drag people like that, one needs empathy, on top of many other qualities. If you have that, people read you, watch you. And one such person is Sanish Leder, one credible voice of Kerala. And we are proud to welcome Sanish as a panelist today. There was a student who aspired to become both a journalist and a teacher and chose the latter first. And after almost a decade of academic experience, have come back to the very old, less trodden way, interviewing people, questioning situations in the ever-enthusiastic way. Let us welcome another star from Kerala media, my friend Dr. Arun Kumar. We look forward to your sessions today, Dr. Arun. Veterans are veterans, and we have only one among us today, a team member of the first satellite news channels in India. An award-winning journalist needs no introduction whatsoever to the friends of IAPC. We warmly welcome, I'm not sure he's here, Saji Dominic, to today's conclave. The next three are also people who do not need an introduction to many who are present here. Firstly, we are honored that Advocate Jay Shankar, a well-known media critic and political analyst, is here with us to share his thoughts on the given topics with his usual ease and satirical approach and in-depth knowledge. I'm sure many of you would have read his columns at Rajeshwari and his books like Communist Bharanavum Vimojana Samaravum. It's a great honor to welcome you, sir. Who doesn't know Ballata Pahen? Well, if you ask this question to a Malayali, you will have a similar response. Vinod Narayan, vlogger and socio-political analyst, will be shortly here with us to share his thoughts too. We welcome him, even though he's not present right now. Thanks for accepting our invitation to be here, Sri Vinod Narayan, and welcome to the conclave. Now comes a young, vibrant reservoir of knowledge. Call him a lawyer, call him an activist. He is all of them. A very warm welcome to Advocate Harish Vasudevan. We are thrilled to have you with us today. Now, Thomas Mottekal is not a name that needs any introduction for American Malayalis. World Malayali Council leader and a very successful Malayali businessman, we welcome you to this conclave with pride. Now coming to the Texas flavor of the discussion, we have with us a very special guest from the US, publisher and editor of Fort Bend Independent, also a reporter for Houston Chronicle. Welcome Sri Sheshadri Kumar for the event today. Writer and author Sri Joseph Ponoli, we are very happy that you are part of this event today too. Manjit Kainikara, a journalist who worked for Malayalam Manorama in India and has become a Dallas resident now, will be our panelist too. A warm welcome to you, Manjit. I know that there are a few prominent personalities from the US who are part of the IAPC or friends of the organization. Sri Hari Namburi, Sri Jacob Isho, being two among them, and many more who are going to be part of the panelists today. You need no further introduction here. It's our pleasure to have all of you as our panelists. A great day is awaiting all of us. Enjoy.